Hello students, Standard 8. As you know, in maths we started the chapter 11, mensuration. In the beginning we revised the knowledge of the formulas of area and perimeter of some plane figures like square, rectangle, triangle, circle, etc. Then we saw the different figures and find their perimeters in exercise 11.1. Then after that we learn about the area of the trapezium and area of general quadrilateral. Means not a special type of quadrilateral but any quadrilateral. We saw that for trapezium the area is half multiplied by height into bracket sum of their parallel lines. So the area of trapezium is half into h multiplied by the sum of their parallel lines. And then we saw that a general quadrilateral can be splitted into two triangles by drawing a diagonal. And then we draw the two heights on the same diagonal from the opposite vertices. So we get the formula that half into d into bracket h1 plus h2 means the common diagonal multiplied by 1 by 2 and then the sum of that two heights drawn on that diagonal. Now today we are going to learn about some formulas to find the area of some special quadrilaterals. First of all, we will learn about the area of a rhombus. You know that rhombus is a parallelogram whose all the sides are equal. Now if we remember one of the properties about the diagonals of rhombus, we know that the diagonals of the rhombus are perpendicular bisector of each other. It means that they bisect each other at right angle. So when we draw a rhombus and then we draw any one of the diagonal, actually both the diagonals, then they are perpendicular bisector of each other. So if you take O as the point, then you will see that those two sides and those two sides will be equal. Here if you consider one of the diagonal, then the rhombus is divided into two triangles, say triangle ABC and triangle ADC. So now area of the rhombus will be sum of the area of triangle ABC and plus area of triangle ADC. Here if you take the triangle ABC, AC is the base and BO is the height perpendicular. So area of triangle ABC is half into AC into BO plus area of triangle ADC will be half into AC into DO. If you take out the common 1 by 2 multiplied by AC, then by the method of distribution BO plus DO. What is BO plus DO? BO plus DO is the whole BD. So 1/2 into AC into BD. What are AC and BD? AC and BD are the diagonals. So 1 by 2 into D1 into D2. So we get the formula that area of rhombus is half the product of its diagonals D1 and D2. So when rhombus is given and if length of the two diagonals are given, then what is the formula to find the area? The area of rhombus is equal to half multiplied by D1 multiplied by D2. It means that half into product of its two diagonals. Let us understand with an example. Find the area of a rhombus whose diagonals are of lengths 10 centimeter and 8.2 centimeter. So here the length of the two diagonals are given. So we write down here that diagonal D1 is 10 centimeter and D2 equals 8.2 centimeter. Then we use the formula. Area of rhombus is equal to half multiplied by D1 multiplied by D2. And that is equal to half into 10 into, in place of 8.2 I write down 82 upon 10. So it is convenient to cancellation. So 10 cancel and 41 2s are 82. So we get the answer that the area of this rhombus is 41 centimeter square. Now let us do some examples in the try this also, in which three different figures are given with some measurements. We have to find the areas. First one is a general quadrilateral. Here A, B, C, D. This is 6 centimeter, 5 centimeter and 3 centimeter. So here for this general quadrilateral, D is 6 centimeter, the diagonal, and heights H1 and H2, you can take any one, 3 centimeter and 5 centimeter. So now we know the formula. Area of quadrilateral ABCD is equal to half into D into bracket H1 plus H2. So half into D is 6 multiplied by 3 plus 5. 2 3s are 6 here. So 3 multiplied by 5 plus 3, 8. So 24 centimeter square. So if you know the formula, it is very simple. Here general formula, the two triangles are there. H1 is 3 centimeter, H2 is 5 centimeter. Let's take the second one, in which a rhombus is given. All the sides are 4 centimeter. It means that it is a rhombus. You know that rhombus has all equal sides. Now two diagonals are given. One is 7 centimeter and the other is 6 centimeter. So here name is not given but we can take it. Here ABCD is a rhombus in which D1 is equal to 7 centimeter and D2 equals to 6 centimeter. Therefore, area of rhombus is equal to half into d1 multiplied by d2. Means both the diagonals, half of the product. So half into one diagonal is 7, other is 6. 2 3s are 6. So 7 3s are 21 centimeters square. Third one. In third one, a parallelogram is given. And the only one height is given 2 centimeter. And the sides are 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter, 4 centimeter, 5 centimeter, and the diagonal is 8 centimeter. Now here we know that when we draw a diagonal of the parallelogram, then what happens? It splits it into two triangles whose areas are equal. So here ABCD is a parallelogram. By drawing a diagonal, it is divided into two triangles having same area. Therefore, area of parallelogram is equal to 2 times area of triangle ADC is equal to 2 into, now area of triangle is half multiplied by base will be AC, multiply by, here you can write down the name M, dm. So 2 to cancel, AC is 8 and that is 2. So 8 multiplied by 2. So 8 2s are 16 centimeters square. So here you can see that there are different type of figures are there. So according to the given figure, you have to first decide which type of quadrilateral is it. Here it is general, here it is rhombus, here it is parallelogram, and we should know the properties also, that when we draw a diagonal it divides into two equal areas of the triangles, and here d1 into d1, and then by using the proper formula we can find the area. Now we talked about the quadrilateral, but now if we extend our idea to any polygon, how can we find the area of a polygon? Because we don't have a special formula. So now, as we saw that when we draw a diagonal in a quadrilateral, the quadrilateral is split into two triangles. We can extend the same idea for the polygon also. Let us understand with an example of a pentagon. Here A, B, C, D, E is a pentagon. Now in this pentagon, when we construct two diagonals, say AC and AD, then you can see that by drawing that two diagonals AC and BD, the pentagon ABCDE is divided into three triangles. Triangles ABC, triangles ACD, and triangle AED. So now, by finding the heights of all the three triangles, you can find the area of the triangles and add them. So we get the area of the pentagon. So area of the pentagon ABCDE is equal to area of triangle ABC plus area of triangle ADC or ACD and plus area of triangle AED. So if it is hexagon also like that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. In hexagon also you can draw 1, 2 and 3 diagonals, then you will write down 1, 2 and 3 and 4. So you will get 4 triangles. So by finding the areas of all the 4 triangles and add them, you can find the area of whole hexagon. Similarly, if any polygon is there, then we have to draw some diagonals so that they are splitted into some triangles, and then by finding the areas of the triangle and add them like this, we can find the area of the whole pentagon or any type of polygon. Now the same pentagon can be divided into 4 parts also. Here we join only one diagonal, and on that diagonal we draw 2 perpendiculars, say BF and CG. Now by constructing these 2 diagonals, one diagonal and 2 perpendiculars, we split it into 4 parts. One is the triangle ADF, which is a right triangle. One is the trapezium BFGC. One is the another right triangle, and the another is triangle AED. So now by this we can find out the area of the pentagon. How? Area of pentagon will be is equal to area of right triangle AFB plus area of trapezium BFGC plus area of another right triangle CGD. Here it must be CGD, and the last area of triangle AED. So when we add all these 4 areas, you will be able to find the area of the pentagon. So according to the situation, whatever is given, if the diagonals and these heights are given, you can find that way also area, or you can find the area by splitting it into 4 parts and then adding the area of each separate part, the triangle, triangle, triangle and a trapezium. Then we get the area of the whole pentagon. Same thing you can apply for the hexagon, heptagon or whatever polygon is there. So here we are going to finish the session, and will be followed by PDF, and any confusion write down in the comment section. Thank you very much.